Have you ever experienced a situation where you're lovey-dovey with a girl today, texting back and forth, everything seems perfect, and then the next day, she completely vanishes? She stops picking up your calls, leaves your texts on read, and suddenly it's like you never existed in her life. This is ghosting, and if you've been through it, you know exactly how confusing and frustrating it feels. But here's what most guys don't understand. When a woman ghosts you, it's rarely random. There's almost always a specific reason behind it, even if she never tells you what it is. Today, we're going to break down the real reasons why women ghost men, so you can finally understand what went wrong, and more importantly, how to avoid it happening again. So, what does it actually mean when a woman ghosts you? It simply means she doesn't want to be in contact with you anymore, due to reasons best known to her. She gives you distance, making it nearly impossible for you to reach out.
You might not be able to contact her through her phone or any other medium. She essentially cuts all communication without explanation or warning. And before you start beating yourself up about it, let's dive into the most common reasons why women ghost men. Because understanding these reasons is the first step to making sure it doesn't keep happening to you. Reason 1, you're moving too fast. If a woman begins to notice that you're too serious about getting her, she might begin to ghost you. Most times it's because she's not ready for a serious relationship and you're moving way too fast. You're already talking about the future, planning dates weeks in advance, texting her constantly, and she's thinking, whoa, slow down. Ghosting you helps her create space to think through whether she's making a mistake or not. When you notice she stops replying to your messages or calls, this could be exactly what's happening. She's not ready for your level of intensity. Reason 2, you're not taking her seriously enough. On the flip side, one of the profound reasons women ghost men is when they notice you're not serious about them at all.
Some women are ready for a real relationship, and they want to be taken seriously. If she notices that you're not making any serious moves, that it looks like you're just passing time or being forced to put in effort, she'll start ghosting you. She's looking for intention and commitment, and if she doesn't see it, she's out. No explanation needed. Reason 3, your communication skills are terrible. Poor communication skills are a massive reason why women ghost men. Not all men are great at communicating, and this is why conflicts arise in relationships. If you want to keep someone interested, your communication skills need to be decent at minimum. If you're not careful about communicating your emotions, your thoughts, or even just basic plans clearly, she might begin to ghost you. Women need emotional connection, and if you can't provide that through communication, she'll find someone who can.
Reason 4, you messed up the first date. Many women have high expectations when they go on a first date with you. If you go on a date and suddenly find yourself asking, why did she ghost me? It probably has to do with something that went wrong during that date. Maybe you were rude to the waiter. Maybe you talked about your ex the entire time. Maybe you showed up looking nothing like your photos. Maybe you made her uncomfortable. Some women won't tell you what you did wrong. They'll just cut all ties and leave you to figure it out yourself. If you've only had one date, she may not feel a need to explain. She's probably more interested in sparing your feelings and quietly moving on. Reason 5, she has multiple options. If you're getting ghosted, it might be because she's talking to several people and doesn't have time to devote exclusively to you just yet. She's taking her time to filter through the men on her list. She doesn't want to enter a bad relationship, so she's screening people out. You might feel like she's ghosting you, but really, you're just not her top priority right now.
She's keeping her options open. Reason 6, she's going through something. If a woman ghosts you, she might be experiencing a rough patch in her life and needs to keep to herself. When someone is going through difficult times, dating isn't top of the priority list. She'll pay attention to whatever's troubling her, and when she's done sorting through it, she might reach out again. Or she might not. It depends on whether she feels like you're worth coming back to after everything settles. Reason 7, you didn't match your online persona. When a woman meets a man online, she might have high hopes, especially if he presents himself as having almost perfect characteristics. But when she finally meets him in person and realizes he lied about several features, his height, his job, his lifestyle, she will most likely ghost him immediately. Not living up to what you portray online can be seen as dishonest, which is a huge turnoff. If you catfished her, even slightly, don't be surprised when she disappears. Reason 8, she got turned off by something. A woman can have a crush on a guy for some time, and when she begins to notice certain flaws, she begins to withdraw and eventually ghosts him. These flaws might be in his physical appearance, his values, his mindset, his attitudes, or something she heard about him from others. Maybe she found out you talk badly about women. Maybe she discovered a habit she can't stand.
Maybe she noticed red flags in how you treat people. Whatever it is, once she's turned off, she's gone. Reason 9, she has a boyfriend. If you're wondering why she's ghosting you, consider whether she has a partner. When some women are committed to someone else, they won't give you the attention you crave. Maybe you started talking and she found someone else along the way. Some women know that if they continue to communicate with you, it might lead to cheating and spell the end of their current relationship, so they prefer to cut all ties from the start. You were never really in the running. Reason 10, she found someone better. When a woman begins to crush on another guy, her interest in you drops because she's found something special in him. With time, you'll notice she doesn't want to spend much time talking to you over the phone or through texts. Eventually, she stops replying to your messages or returning her calls altogether. If you've been asking why women ghost men, sometimes it's simply because she has eyes for someone else now.
Reason 11, you were just a rebound. When a woman ends a relationship, she might need someone to fill the void temporarily. You were that person. When she's ready to fall in love and begin a real relationship, she'll ghost you because she was never truly in love with you from the start. She was simply using you to pass the time and heal. Reason 12, you can't meet her needs. If you've asked yourself why she ghosted you, it might be that she discovered you couldn't satisfy her needs in a relationship. If you're not going to fulfill what she's looking for, emotionally, intellectually, or physically, she knows she's wasting her time. Therefore, she'll prefer to ghost you instead of having an awkward conversation about why you're not enough. Reason 13, her friends don't like you. When a woman is interested in a man, he often has to pass through the scrutiny of her friends. If her friends disapprove of you, there's a big chance the woman will begin to lose interest. If you've met her friends and noticed they acted strangely toward you or they were cold and unwelcoming, that might be your confirmation. Her friends didn't approve, and she values their opinion. Reason 14, you're not sexually compatible. If you're having sex with a woman for the first time and she doesn't reach out afterward or return your calls, she didn't enjoy her time with you. Not all women know how to communicate how they feel about intimacy, so they'll prefer to ghost you instead of having that uncomfortable conversation. Sexual compatibility matters, and if it's not there, many women will just move on without a word. Reason 15, your paths don't align. When a woman realizes that the two of you have different life plans that don't complement each other, she'll consider ghosting you. If you're looking for answers about why women ghost men, it might be that she sees you as a barrier to her goals and she had to make a hard choice. Maybe she's focused on her career and you want to settle down immediately. Maybe she wants to travel and you're rooted in one place. Whatever the incompatibility, she's chosen her path over you. So will she come back after ghosting? Maybe. It depends on why she left in the first place. If she wasn't sure of her feelings and returned, it could mean she's ready to take her chances with you. But if she was in a relationship, found someone better, or realized you're incompatible, she's probably not coming back. And honestly, that's okay, because understanding why women ghost is the first step to becoming the kind of man who doesn't get ghosted in the first place. Focus on genuine connection, clear communication, emotional maturity, and being honest about who you are from the start. Ghosting hurts, but it's also feedback. Use it to improve, and eventually, you'll find someone who stays.